And right now, we are awaiting a speech from John Kerry on the Iran nuclear agreement. This comes as the White House secures enough support for the deal.
Democratic Senator Barbara Mikulski said she will support the agreement, giving the president enough votes to avoid a veto. Bill Plante joins us now by phone. Bill, what can you tell us?
Well, Elaine, the White House has been counting on this period between the time that the deal was made and the Senate comes back to change the votes of enough senators to make sure that they can uphold veto. They expect the Republicans to try to vote down the Iran nuclear deal, but the president will veto that. And if he has 34 Democrats, then they will be able to override the veto. The White House has sold this on the idea that it is the best option available, and that is what Senator Mikulski said this morning. Now that she is on board, there are enough senators to give the administration the ability to uphold a veto.
And Bill, now that they have secured the 34 votes, what happens next in this process?
Well, what they would ideally like to do, Meg, is get 41 votes so that the resolution did not pass in the first place, and that there was no need to veto it. They'll continue to work on the Democrats and some of the Republicans in the Senate. Now that it is a done deal, apparently, no matter what, they will argue that there is no reason to make it, to drag the show out, to make it, to go in that direction, because they might as well just pass it. So we'll see if there's any success with that. The Republicans, of course, will argue that it needs to be voted down because it's a bad deal. But this represents a victory for the administration over the efforts of Israel in particular to make sure that there was no such deal.
And Bill, we're looking at a live shot of the White House here. Remind us again of the president's schedule. He's not there at the White House right now.
No, the president and I, and a lot of other reporters, are in Anchorage, Alaska, where today he becomes the first sitting president to go above the Arctic Circle. He's going up to Dillingham and the village called Kotzebue to talk to Alaska natives. And in Dillingham, there is permafrost melting. There are people whose villages actually have to be moved because the sea is encroaching. At Dillingham, there are commercial fishermen who are not catching what they should because the waters have warmed, the salmon don't come. And these are the things that he'll highlight today. And then he does head back overnight, so he'll be in Washington tomorrow.
Do you think he'll say something on camera, given this 34th vote?
Oh, I think it's a very good chance.
Today?
You don't pass up an opportunity like this.
And Bill, we want to read this quote from Senator Mikulski, who was the 34th vote. "No deal is perfect, especially one negotiated with the Iranian regime. I have concluded that this joint comprehensive plan of action is the best option available to block Iran from having a nuclear bomb." Was she expected to be the 34th vote?
Well, they were working on her and several others, but the argument that she explains is the one that the administration has been making. Everybody agrees that this deal is not as good as it could be, but the argument is that it's the best we could get and that it will do the most to prevent the Iranians from getting a bomb. The fact that it's been 6 or 8 weeks has allowed the administration to make the case and has allowed members of the Senate to go home and say, yes, I thought about it, I talked to my constituents, and I will reluctantly support the president.
All right. Our senior White House correspondent, Bill Plante, traveling with the president in Alaska. Bill, thank you so much.